Chapter 2 of the Second Geneva Convention: Quarters, Food, and Clothing of Prisoners of War. Article 25. Prisoners of war shall be quartered under conditions as favorable as those forces of the detaining power who are billeted in the same area. The said conditions shall make allowances for the habits and customs of the prisoners, and shall in no case be prejudicial to their health. The foregoing provisions shall apply in particular to the dormitories of prisoners of war as regards to both total surface, minimum cubic space, and the general installation, bedding, and blankets. The premises provided for the use of prisoners of war, individually or collectively, shall be entirely protected from dampness and adequately heated and lighted, in particular between dusk and lights out. All precautions must be taken against danger of fire. In any camp in which women prisoners of war as well as men are accommodated, separate dormitories shall be provided for them. Article 26. The basic daily food rations shall be sufficient in quantity, quality, and variety to keep prisoners of war in good health and prevent loss of weight or the development of nutritional deficiencies. Account shall also be taken of the habitual diet of the prisoners. The detaining power shall supply prisoners of war who work with such additional rations as are necessary for the labor on which they are employed. Sufficient drinking water shall be supplied to prisoners of war. The use of tobacco shall be permitted. Prisoners of war shall, as far as possible, be associated with the preparation of their meals. They may be employed for that purpose in the kitchen. Furthermore, they shall be given the means of preparing themselves the additional food in their possession. Adequate premises shall be provided for messing. Collective disciplinary measures affecting food are prohibited. Article 27. Clothing, underwear, footwear shall be supplied to prisoners of war in sufficient quantities by detaining power, which shall make allowance for the climate of the region where prisoners are detained. Uniforms of enemy armed forces captured by detaining power should, if suitable for the climate, be made available to clothe prisoners of war. Regular replacement and repair of the above articles shall be assured by the detaining power. In addition, prisoners of war who work shall receive appropriate clothing whenever the nature of work demands. Article 28. Canteens shall be installed in all camps where prisoners of war may produce foodstuffs, soaps, and tobacco, ordinary articles in daily use. The tariffs shall never be in excess of local market prices. The profits made by the camp canteens shall be used for the benefit of the prisoners. A special fund shall be created for this purpose. The prisoners' representatives shall have the right to collaborate in the management of the canteen and of this fund. When a camp is closed down, the credit balance of the special fund shall be handed to International Warfare Organization to be employed for the benefit of the prisoners of war of the same nationality as those who have contributed to the fund. In case of a general repatriation, such profits shall be kept by the detaining power, subject to any agreement to the contrary between the powers concerned.